All right, we're back for our build in the Abilene San Angelo area. I'm just tweaking a few little things here. All right, everything is good to go. Welcome to the stream. And we still have all those California calls have not dropped off yet. So we won't have any calls for a little bit over here, which is perfectly fine. We will just be um, building some additional stations, and I'm just getting my Fire Wiki pulled up. That's the one thing I forgot to do. I was racing all morning, so check out those videos if you're interested. And let's see, what county are we in currently? I can't remember. Taylor. And we were doing, so we got Anson, Stanford. So we need to go ahead and get Merkel. So we'll go down here to Taylor County somewhere. I've lost Taylor County. There we go. So these are the fire departments that we still need to work on. Not too many left for Taylor County. We got Merkel, Potosi, and Dias. So let's look at Merkel. They don't have much here. So let's pull up the map. Merkel Fire Department's on Lamar Street. And they're actually kind of in this city hall, I believe. So 107 Lamar. Let's see. There we go. So it's going to be Kent and First, which is right here. That must be Lamar Street because it's not labeled. So we're gonna go ahead and plop it on down right in here. That's pretty close. And it may be over here or it may be embedded in there, but either way, it's close. And I think we're going to go ahead and put a type 2 in and build it. Go in, start recruiting our folks. 2 firefighters. And we'll just come up with a name for it. And once again, we'll use our lower brush truck. And there we go. And so now we have this little area here covered. I don't know anything about holly. Let's see. There we go. I hate when it does that. All right. I don't see anything but school stuff and a post office. So let's see what we got here, if anything. Uh, well, apparently they do. Well, okay. Ah, that's much better. Okay. Maybe that's it there. Let's scroll on down here. That could be it. There's a warning fire siren or bad weather siren. So F Avenue and Avenue G. So somewhere in this mix right here, and I'd say probably right there. Why not? That would be an easy one to do. And what we'll do here is we can put the traditional fire chief, engine, truck, rescue, and tanker, tender, since we don't have any kind of listing for that. So let's go with an engine there. And our three folks. And our old school paint design. And probably in the next couple of weeks, I'm still kind of trying to figure out if this one guy is going to still be active in the game. And I may just take over his layout. He's out in Alabama, and I'll just dismantle that one and move it over and probably do the um, this section here, cover Fort Worth. I was gonna say what happened to my Dallas stuff. Uh, Fort Worth, and then come straight down. So it'd be kind of a big layout. But then with that, I'd have full coverage of the street. So that's cool. Or the street, the state. Sorry, guys. I'm still getting over this vacation. All right. Moving on along. So we're looking pretty good up here in Taylor County. Looking pretty good here in Runnels. There's not a whole lot there. Runnels is pretty vacant. I don't see much anything in Runnels. I think I've been out there once, and we'll put a fire station there. It won't be realistic, but I think that'll help as we build up these other bases, stations. All right, so that brings us down to, I think, Jones County. Where is, let's get rid of this. I got too many web pages up. There we go. So we will go backwards and let's look at Potosi. They have quite the station there. Let's see. Oops. I'll just add the 9. Doesn't really look like a fire station. Maybe it is. No, it's down here. That's more better. All right. So they have predominantly white with red stripe. Uh, let's see. Let's get out of this part of it. Oh, that's interesting. They must have a fairly new station. Yeah. Oops. There we go. 4 bays here, and it looks like we may have a bay over on this side. No? Maybe that's just a meeting area. Let's see. It's hard to tell. But yeah, that is the apparently the news station. So let's see if we can get it located. Course is not found. Let's see. Oh, that's fun. Let's see. Oh, we may just come back to that one. Uh, why don't we do Potosi? Okay, that's not helping the cause here, folks. Ah, there it is right there. Yay. Potosi Road, Potosi. Key Lane. Where there's a will, there's a way. So there's a curve and it's at 106. Oh, this is fun. One oh one, 106. All right, folks, this is what I'm going to do. Give it one more try here. As a map, and this map is not jiving, but it is in a curve. That's interesting. It says it turns into Clark Road at the curve. Let's see here. And 84. There's 84. Yeah, we're going to stick it over here. It may be a little off, but we attempted. We'll put it right there. Okay. And we'll make an engine. Recruit. Okay. So this station here, once we start getting some runs in, well, my mouse is arguing with me here. Wow. It's not what I wanted. There we go. So it has quite a few uh, apparatus, rehab unit, uh, looks like maybe a festival unit, some brush trucks, engines, and a squad. So that one will obviously be a large station once we get to that point. So there's Stanford, San Angelo, and now we need to go back over here to Abilene. And we're going to try to quickly find the fire station, and we don't. I'm guessing it's going to be one of these buildings here. Let's, oops, let's just, yeah, Dias. So it is on 626 alert. Okay, let's see if we can get this one located. And we're going to remove the building number. Of course, it's not found. All right, so let's see if we can find it on the actual map. Okay, easy enough. So Avenue A is what it actually is. And Avenue A, right at this taxi or this pad. So that makes sense to me. So we'll scroll back down here to Avenue A, and it's going to be right there. And I will be obviously upgrading some of these buildings to what they need to be. Let me see. Yeah, chief crash tanker, engine rescue, engine crash rescue, crash crash. All right, yeah. So type 1 engine. All right, we got some cash. Hey, 20,000. Hire some new folks. And what we're going to do with this one, engine 9. That's what it's actually called in real life. And then we're going to make this ARF or ARF. No, something like that. There we go. Well, I got it right. So we're going to make this that one. Just in a couple hours, we have really done well on this build. So there's Dias, and then Abilene Regional. I think it's across the way, isn't it? Yeah. It only has two, what they call the rescues, but there are two ARF trucks. That's all they have. So let's see. Is it going to be? That's oh look, Abilene Fire Fleet Facility. That's good to know for future reference. We can make that a support building, and that's the old station. So that's interesting. Do they have the new station somewhere? So this station is supposed to be on Airport Boulevard. There's Airport Boulevard. So let's see if we can find that on the map. I believe. So this is what they're showing. Here's the old fire station apparently, and we'll check it out here in a minute. But the new one is supposed to be up here. And what's this here? Uh, hmm. All right. Well, let's look at this building here, and we can't because it's within the restricted area, I'm sure, and that's why they couldn't do it. All right, moving right along. So, what we'll do here is pop the station in right here for the moment. And then we'll put Abilene Airport Fire. And then we're going to put actually a brush truck in. And the reason I'm doing that is because ultimately I'm going to make this a big station, put in the two rescues, the two ARF trucks, and then I can move that brush truck out to another station that would actually use it. So we're just going to leave that like that. And then got that there. So we can still respond to fires. It just won't be um, airport type, but that's all right. We're not interested in that at the moment. So now we have pretty much think all the stations, Potosi, Merkel, Abilene Fire, Abilene Regional dies. And then the other one that we need, other county, is Jones. And as you can see, we have those three already built, and we added a couple in there just to cut down response times. So now what we can do is we have 964,000. So we're running out of money pretty quick. So what I am thinking is we can do one of two things. We got some ladder trucks and that kind of thing that we're going to need sooner than later. And we have all this apparatus that we can legitimately use. We'll just add numbers to them. So we could do that, or we can go to, oh, you know what? We need to add Goodfellow in here. And I can't remember Tom Green. Tom Green County. Nope. Over here. Over here. And we have a ton of stations we can put in here. All right, so let's see. I'm going to scroll in here. Let's go ahead and put Goodfellows in here because that's going to be costly. And as we build more stations, of course, it um, costs more per station. So there, fire San Angelo Fire Station 4. Now, supposedly, there's Vance Street, and it's 112 Vance Street. Let's see. Not sure what happened there. There we go. So this is the actual fire department. It says it's an education center, which is kind of funny in its own way. All right, let's see. So they have probably a couple battalion types. Looks like brush. I don't see a truck. I see some, and I don't say ARF. So 112 Vance. It's right on the corner, isn't it? Yeah, Kearney. Okay, that's odd. Okay, Kearney. So it's right here. Kearney. There's that. And then you got the long building and this one here. So let's go ahead. A small station. I'm going to put an engine in there. Go back up to it. That's cool, but we're not ready for that yet. All right. And we'll go back over here. And did they have actual? No, they don't have any apparatus numbers. So this is a rescue truck. Two more rescues, and two ARFs. Interestingly enough, you didn't see those in that station. That's all right. Oops. There we go. All right. And I thought we had, okay. Thought we did that already. And then what we can do, come down here and we can see Fire Station 4. So let's go back over here. San Angelo Fire Department, Station 4. Looks like a one apparatus station. Wow. Okay. So it has more than just an engine. Let's see if we can get back over here. So it has a medic, and it looks like a truck. And I'm going to guess that's probably for an engine. So they got an engine, truck, and a medic. See, when you scroll around here, then you can see it's not an engine. It looks like maybe battalion. That's definitely a medic unit. That could be an engine or rescue. And we'll go with a battalion. All right. Good enough. Engine 4. Now, the other thing that we can do, since it's a bigger department, is actually go out on their city page. Okay, small station. And this will be San Angelo Fire Station 4. Type 1 engine. Oop, it's not what I wanted. There we go. 3. There we go. And I don't remember what we had. Okay, we used, was that Chicago? Looks kind of like Chicago, doesn't it? Okay. We'll figure it out here in a minute. Sussex. That's what we used. Okay. Still haven't had any calls drop off the list, which is sad. It's not like we can just run over there and get it. Is it? We'd have to do staging areas, about 4 of them. So let's see. We're down to 864. Now there are 8 stations. That's good that they got enough medical facilities, it looks like. For some reason, I cannot find where their airport is. Huh. That's good fellow. There it is. Yay. All right. Does it show? There it is right there. Knickerbocker. So that's San Angelo Fire Station 8. Oh, look, we got the Border Patrol right there. And I always off-center my buildings so you can actually read that's legitimately where that station is. All right, so we got I may have to rename some of these, but now we're going to do the same thing here because the only thing they have apparently is 2 ARF vehicles. So let's see. Let's see if we can do some investigating here. Yeah, so they only have a 2 bay station, and on Fire Wiki it says ARF 88A. So what we will do is hire those folks. We're going to not name it because we can use that at one of those smaller uh, VFDs. So I'll make it two-person, and I bet it won't change it, but we're going to try. We're going to see if they fix that where you can do it all. Okay. Now, see, it went back to 3. So we have to go back in. You can't change all this stuff and then add your graphic still. Kind of annoying. All right. So let's see what we have here. Down to 814,000. Now we do have a training center, but I have that one out in California, so I'm not going to worry about it. These medics, I'm not going to worry about. And we got Fire Station 1. So let's go to Tom Green County and then Texas. And Jones, Abilene. And they have 8 stations as well. So let's see, plus those 4 that we talked about yesterday. So they have an engine and brush. So once we get those airport stations set up, we can start backfilling in these stations, those brush trucks. This one has a truck company, and this one has a truck company. So let's go up here. They'll all have engines no matter what of some type. And let's go over here and see. Okay, so there's station 1, 5, 4, 6. There's Potosi. Oh, look, if I looked on this map, it would have shown us pretty dang close where we put. I think I put it on that side of the road. So we did well. Um, here's station 2. I'm not sure what station that is. 6. They all kind of look the same, don't they? Station 4. Oh, look, there's another station over here. Hamby. Station 5. Station 9. All right, so we got this one here. How far out is Hamby? Is that Hamby right there? Somewhere. Oh, that's Heritage Park. All right, let's look at my map again. Is Elmdale Road and 351. So that's 351. There it is. So it's right there. That's right on the county line. And that looks more like if we want to move off in this area at some point. So, and I'd rather go out to Sweetwater. Yeah, let's just stick with what we have right now. We're worried about Hamby later. Uh, so we got Fire Station 1. What's this station here? I could almost read that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's say. All right. So it's on Buffalo Gap Road, Fire Station 8. Yeah, let's do that one because it has truck company. And it's going to be down here. See if it sends those off to Europe or somewhere. Oh, it didn't. Okay. There it is right there. Fire Station 8. Oh, quit doing all that shadowing stuff. And then this will be the last station we build for this episode. Um, I'm not sure when I'll come back to actually um, be live again doing this uh, because I want to wait till all these calls drop off so we can be running calls and building at the same time. And we can do a quint. That's going to be more money, but it's more factual at the same time. All right, we're down to 750,000 now. And I'm just going to leave that as a quint, even though it's supposed to be a ladder. But when I start responding to calls, I'll know I'll be sending a quint versus we were using other. Can I find it? Sussex, yeah. Oh, it doesn't blink. I want them to blink. That's too big. That's a bummer. I may have to use a Chicago one. I wonder if they actually have Abilene in there. Sometimes they do. Not in this case. San Angelo? No. All right. We tried. That's Plano. Plano, Texas. That's a little big, but that's not a quint. But we'll use it for now. Works for me. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Glad you showed up, and hopefully some tips and tricks and that kind of thing. And please hit that like and subscribe button. Uh, I'm gonna give this another day or two, maybe on the weekend. Those calls will drop out, and we'll start having them over here, and not in California anymore. Um, I kind of wish I would have run over there and taken care of those before I start building. I didn't know. I just didn't even think about it. So our next portion of this project is to finish off Abilene and San Angelo, and then start backfilling these stations. But like in the real world, we need some cash first. I mean, we got plenty with 750 to build some more stations, but so probably offline, I'll build up some more stations. Uh, Not too many. I may come out here to like Hamby or something and throw a station up. And other than that, I will see y'all hopefully on the weekend. And then, like I said, the um, I'll have F1 Clash this weekend, at least opening round, and I think NASCAR Manager opening round um, on Saturday. So it'll be a busy Saturday. All right. Well, have a great rest of the week, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.